Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Another clay blocks video has been requested. If you're new to the channel, go check out the clay block playlist. Your favorite cartridge may be in there, whether it's a rifle, pistol. You never know. We've done a whole bunch of them, probably 40 different ones if I had to count. But this video, like you probably already saw in the title, is the new 6.8 Western versus the very popular 6.5 Creedmoor. So this is a 25-pound block of clay. This clay is hard. Look, you can sit there and hit it and it doesn't hardly deform. But we're going to go back to 100 yards, hit it with the 6.5 Creedmoor first, then the 6.8 Western, and see what happens to the clay. I'm pretty confident both of these cartridges are going to put a pretty good whooping on this clay, but you might be thinking to yourself, 6.8 versus 6.5, there's no comparison there. Well, I'd probably say the same thing, but hey, I just make the videos that you guys want to see, and that's what you guys requested the most. So, in this video, 6.8 Western, hey, I'm here to tell you, I love both of them. I've got quite a bit of experience now with both these cartridges. I love them both. 6.5 Creedmoor is easy to shoot, long range, quite easily. It's low recoil. It's pretty easy. I could hand your grandma my 6.5 Creedmoor and she could shoot it at 1,000 yards. That's not a joke. 6.8 Western. It's a short, fat, stubby one. It's got a little bit more sauce on it in terms of gunpowder and recoil and firing heavier bullets. So I probably wouldn't let your grandma shoot my 6.8 Western. But that being said, let me show you a little bit of nerdy stuff on these boxes here. And then we're going to go back to 100 yards and fling some lead at some clay. Should be pretty cool. So, I said I was going to show you some nerdy stuff. This is the 6.8 Western I'm going to be using for this video. This is a Browning Sierra Tipped Game King 175 grain. And for the 6.5 Creedmoor, my rifle's sighted in with this normal whitetail. It's 140 grain. But they print the stats on the boxes these days, which is pretty cool. At the muzzle, this 6.5 Creedmoor is going 2756 feet per second at the muzzle. The 6.8 is going 2835 with a bullet that's 35 grains heavier. So if that don't tell you something right there, it's a heavier bullet going faster. Ballistic coefficient of this 6.8 on the G1 scale is 617. This particular stuff is 373, but you can get some other loadings for 6.5 Creedmoor that has a ballistic coefficient closer to this stuff. But that being said, 140 grainer versus a heavier 175 grainer, and this one is going faster than this one, even though this one's lighter. That's the nerdy stuff we had to get out of the way there, but I know you guys were going to ask me, so I put it in the video so I didn't have to answer your questions. But let's go back to 100 yards. Both those rifles are sighted dead nuts on. 6.5 Creedmoor first, we'll take a look. Then the 6.8. It's going to be awesome. I guarantee it. Check it out. Alright, now my 6.5 Creedmoor setup. This is my Ruger American. On top I've got a Nikon Pro Staff P3. But pretty budget friendly setup. Same thing with this Norma ammo. Ooh, bug biting me on my neck. Pretty budget friendly ammo. But see if we can hit that clay dead in the center. We should be able to. It's sighted dead on with this ammo. Here we go. 6.5 on the clay. Well, it's still on the table, but I'm pretty sure we hit it pretty square. Like I said earlier, I was slapping that clay. That's some pretty tough clay, but it's still on the table. Let's go up there and see what happened. So, walking up to the clay, looks like the top kind of expanded there, but I'm kind of surprised all the clay is still on the table. At 100 yards, the 6.5 Creedmoor is no joke, but it did not move this clay off the table. It did pretty much pancake one side and pancake the other. There, as you can kind of see what you might call the wound cavity there, opening that baby up. But I do believe that round went all the way through. I'll kind of set this off to the side. We'll have to use that slow motion to see the difference probably. We'll get this out of here. That's some heavy, dense clay there. That 6.5 definitely put a hurting on that clay. I won't see the slow motion until I go to edit the video, but at the end of the video I'll put them side by side slow motion, and that should be a good comparison to show us the power dump or the force of both of these rounds at 100 yards side by side. But let's go load up the 6.8 Western, see if we can get another dead center hit. I think that last one was pretty good in the center. 6.8 Western, here we go. I love the 6.8. Alright, and here is my 6.8 Western. This is a Winchester XPR. Got a Hawk Frontier on top of it. Probably one of my favorite setups at the moment. But like I was alluding to earlier, yeah, this has some more boogie. I would not hand this one to my grandma and say, hey Granny, go shoot this 6.8 Western. But your grandma, I might let her shoot the 6.5 if it was in a vise or something. Let's see what happens. 6.8 Western. Give her all the zoomies, which is 30 on this baby. Yowzas! I don't see as much clay left on the table. I think that slow motion is really going to show us the difference in the ooga boogas between those two cartridges. So, walking up to it, all we have is a big pancake, which I think is the bottom half, and then I think the top half we launched into outer space somewhere. Literally don't see it anywhere. So with the 6.5 Creedmoor, that whole block stayed on the table, but we made kind of a cavity down the center. This 6.8 Western, hey, we literally launched the top half into outer space and made a flat pancake out of the bottom half. You can see me sitting here hitting it. It takes a lot of force. I'll punch it as hard as I can. That's some really dense clay. I don't know if you ever held clay in your hands, but this is 25-pound blocks. But I think the slow motion is really going to tell us the difference. Let me edit in those side by side, the 6.5 Creedmoor versus the 6.8 Western. And I think that's really going to show us the difference, the side by side at the same time comparison. Check this out. But hey, appreciate you guys watching. I think this is going to be a really fun video. I can't wait to edit it and where I can see the slow motion footage. You guys be the judge. Comment down below, what do you like better, 6.5 Creedmoor or the 6.8 Western? Do you like to shoot BB guns, or do you like to have a little bit of hair on your chest? Okay, I'm just kidding, kinda. But either which way, hey, they're both awesome. I've done a ton of videos on the 6.5 Creedmoor, shot it at long range. Starting to do more videos now that we got our hands on the 6.8 Western. Stay tuned for a whole lot more videos. Appreciate you guys big time. Make sure you're subscribed, share the video. We'll see you guys on the next one. Hoo-doo!
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30 on 6, 10 mil, 50 cat. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and fail and boom boom. If you like flinging